Yo, what is good, Jets Nation? We got, yes, another Jets draft pick to talk about. The New York Jets selected Jarrick Bernard-Converse from LSU. He's a defensive back. He was a cornerback. You can call him a safety, his special teams. This is a versatile weapon that the New York Jets are adding to their secondary. I think that this pick really tells you a lot about the direction that this New York Jets team is going. In the back end of the draft, they're really looking at special team specialists, also guys that they want to provide depth at positions like corner and safety. He's a versatile piece that is a transfer. He started off at Oklahoma State, and then he finished off his college career at LSU. So I'm going to break down my thoughts of the prospect, and more importantly, guys, let me hear your thoughts of this draft pick of Jarrick Bernard-Converse down below in the comment section. And if you guys enjoyed the video and enjoying all the content here on Jets Media, drop a thumbs up for your boy if you do appreciate the content I provide. It really does help out the channel a ton, and subscribe if you are new. Now let's get further into this draft pick. So a lot of the Jets announced him as a cornerback. If you look at their Twitter and their social media accounts, they announced it as a cornerback. ESPN, when they announced the draft pick, they referred to him as a safety. So he played majority of the snaps in college as an off-ball or press corner. So he has experience playing outside corner, in the slot as a corner, and experience playing safety. So I do think that he's going to be a versatile piece to the secondary. And if you could tell, Joe Douglas loves that word, versatility. Whether it's an offensive lineman, that like a Joe Tippmann that can play safety, guard, you know, he loves versatile weapons all across his team that can really plug and play at different spots all across the roster. Not to mention, he's a corner, slot corner, and a safety, but he's a prime special teams prospect that the Jets really keep adding to this team. And I feel like, you know, after going out there and getting Zane Barnes as well, he is the linebacker from Western Michigan in the last pick that we talked about. The Jets are really trying to fill out their roster with a lot of special teams, youthful talent. Special teams might be boring to some, but when you're drafting players in the back end of day number 3 in round 6, rounds 5 and 7, you're going to have to get special teams aces. This is where you find your special teams contributors. And also, you got to think about the depth of that cornerback room. We got Sauce Gardner for locked up long term. We got DJ Reed for the next 2 years. We got Michael Carter II as the starter in the slot. But outside of them both, Bryce Hall's entering the final year of his contract. Brandon Echols has 2 years under his contract. So the Jets are trying to stay youthful and try to stay that depth behind the likes of a Sauce Gardner for the long run for depth purposes. But this is, again, a guy that can line up as a safety, line up off the ball as a corner, line up in the slot. He has 56 career starts across his entire collegiate career, combining Oklahoma State and LSU. So he has a lot of experience. He's lined up at 6'1", 197 pounds. And some of his weaknesses that I did some research on was his coverage. He's not the greatest corner when it comes to, you know, being a good ball tracker. He did give up a decent amount of touchdowns over the top. So his coverage skills isn't really what he's known for. But what he is good at is he's a really great open field tackler. And I think that's why, you know, you'd prefer to see him transition to a safety, because you want your safety to be a good open field tackler. They're kind of that last line of defense against the run. If the running back on the opposing offense gets by the defensive line, gets back to linebackers, you got to have the safeties have the proper angles and make that open field tackle. So we'll see, man, what his role will be for the New York Jets. My prediction for this season, at least, is he's going to be a core special teamer. He's going to provide depth and versatility in the back end of that secondary. So yeah, guys, that's my thoughts of Jarrick Bernard-Converse out of LSU. We got one last draft pick coming up, and I know that some people are upset with Joe Douglas trading back multiple times because they feel like they missed out on better prospects, but I feel like the Jets wanted more players in the back end to fill out this roster, to provide more depth at certain spots. And I don't know. We'll see how it all figures out when when we figure out the entire draft class of the 2023 New York Jets draft class in this year. I'm excited to break it all down to see what positions they went for, and we'll see who they draft next in their final pick of the draft, unless they trade back again, right? That would be pretty crazy. So again, guys, comment your thoughts, like the video if you enjoy it, and I'll catch you then. Let's go Jets. Peace.